all these years and you...
They're kind of...
And...
Oxon, yes.
Lune and I...
Wait, what? Where did this game save last time? I swear I did this last... What? Is it... Wait. Is this gonna repeat dialogue or... Wait, what?
Here to make amends for your terrible story.
Huh. I swear I... Did I not talk to her again after I...
I'll be honest.
Met with her last
I didn't
time?
expect things to get so deep so fast.
I can tell. I'm not really sure you're up to the challenge.
Oh, I can keep up. In fact, I'm here to offer a story.
A good one?
Oh yeah, I need to find Verso's hut at the ancient sanctuary. Yeah, was it no? Who said about it? Was it Noko? Yeah, Noko before he, got ahead and got killed by Renoir in the previous time when I played this game. Before that, he said that he hid some kind of present for us to find in Verso's hut.
Yes.
I wonder if I already found that.
You said I'm vain.
No, you said you're vain.
Would a vain person keep this scar?
Do we have the... Okay. I'm gonna pull up the dictionary definition of vain, because are we talking about the same thing here? Let me guess, it's a synonym for something else that I have never heard of. No, it's not. So we do have the right... Okay, that's... Why did they use that word here? What?
I could heal it, but I don't.
Huh. Okay.
Oh? Why is that?
It's a reminder of the price I paid to stand on my own 2 feet. But, it meant walking away from people I cared about.
Interesting. The part where he said that he could actually heal it if he wanted.
So, there you have it. Dark and personal.
Well, that is...
I feel like there's more to this story. It's probably not a coincidence then.
I was gonna say...
Renoir has a similar scar.
I was gonna say like the same exact thing, but I couldn't speak fast enough because fucking Ciel went ahead and bombarded him with the same question. But yeah, Renoir has the same kind of scar on his eye as well, except it's on his right eye. Verso has it on his left eye, so... Yeah, that's not a coincidence, is it now?
Mael's right. You really do see everything. Yeah. We disagreed on pretty much everything. Tactics, goals, what lines we wouldn't cross. I had to walk away, but he was... resistant.
You fought?
It was the first time we ever raised a hand against the other.
If you can control your healing, that means Renoir can too. And he made the same choice as you.
Whoa.
Interesting.
That's actually kind of deep, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that Renoir also decided to do that, yeah. I mean, we have to assume that Renoir also could heal the scar, huh?
Oh, I never thought of it that way. But, you're right. So, dark and personal enough for you?
It was worthy.
Worthy of the story of that scar on your stomach.
Ah?
Well, we all have scars that won't heal.
Oh, there's a fucking line on her stomach. Literally never noticed that. Lol.
Deep.
That's a story for another time.
Okay, Kratos. Did the Sword of Olympus pierce your abdomen or
The
what?
scars look good on you, though.
I know. That's the real reason I keep them.
I knew it.
You know, there was a subreddit post that I read actually some days ago where the Lords of the Fallen developer was asking, or I saw a video of this because it was a while ago, where he was asking the player base of Lords of the Fallen, would you rather have or how would you rather have your male characters in a video game? And the overwhelming majority voted that they should be rugged and badass. Yeah. The more you think about it, the more you notice the archetype. Also, now that the stick circularity is pretty much perfect on the left stick, on the movement stick, I notice it. Like when I'm moving the character like this. Like this is noticeably snappier. This here. With the camera in this game though, this game does not have very good, what is it? It does not have very good accuracy on this cursor. Like it really doesn't. Like I went to God of War earlier yesterday to test the same thing and towards the Fallen. And in those games, when you move the stick like this, it feels a lot more... It feels more snappier. Now, if I only had Horizon Zero Dawn or Forbidden West installed right now, but they take so much fucking space on the hard drive, then those two games would of course be excellent because you aim all the time, so I could very quickly test how it feels, right?
Lune. Okay.
Dude, they all have something? Dude! What did I do last time? Didn't I talked to each one of them last time? But that's new dialogue though. Like I did not get this dialogue with Seal. I got the I guess prelogue or the prelude to how that conversation came to be, Because, Verso shared the very, poor story of why his hair is, partially grey because the fucking dyer at the ancient sanctuary just, is not exactly the best at mixing colors, That's the reason as to why he cannot, or why his hair is not fully colored, black, and it has some grays in it. Just like, his sister Alicia, which has completely grey hair, or white hair. But yeah, what the hell did I do last time for all of this dialogue here? Like, I literally didn't do anything.
Night owl?
Yes, that's what they call me.
Sleep.
I sleep.
I don't feel like that anymore.
I sleep enough.
Right. I don't want to make assumptions too much here, but I think if you tell this for a person like Loon, the dialogue is gonna be not very interesting. Like, they are gonna be in denial of this, likely. But I think Loon is mature enough where she's gonna admit this. But, this is more interesting. Let's see if we get an answer.
What doesn't keep me up?
From one insomniac to another.
Right.
Sometimes I just can't turn off my mind. It's like I pick up a puzzle and I can't set it down until I solve it.
Oh my god, I hate this. Oh, fuck me. That literally describes me as a person, this line right here. It actually hurts. Like, I'm actually the exact same to this line. Like, it's impossible for me to set up something that I feel that is sorely incomplete. Like, it's ridiculously hard for me to do.
And what's your current puzzle?
The talking Nevrons. The ones that seem to have personalities and thoughts and feelings. I'm trying to make sense of the things they said. I know there's an important piece of the puzzle there. We need to find and talk to more of them.
Talk and kill all of them is what you meant, right? Because that's what I've been doing on this playthrough. I don't know, maybe if I do a second playthrough of this game, which starts to be, I don't know, lesser and lesser a chance as I play this game for many reasons. One of the reasons being the length of the game. Second reason being, you know, the expression of the game. Although I do say this, if I had all of the skills unlocked, and if I had unlimited amount of upgrade materials, I would be experimenting a lot. But this game is so fucking stingy with the upgrade materials, and with how slowly you gain the skill points, that it itself is restricting how much expression you can have in this game. Like, they are both too slow, honestly. Maybe the upgrade materials might just be because, you know, I'm progressing the main story, like, you know, somewhat slowly doing all the optional stuff always when possible. Maybe that's the reason as to why the main story feels slow. And, you know, most of the upgrade materials are locked behind main story unlocks. I get that. But the skill point unlocks? Nah, dude. Like, I'm leveling at totally normal pace by just, you know, doing challenging optional fights and doing challenging main story fights. Like, the leveling is not the issue, it's just how much you gain from it is the issue. The skill points you get too slowly in this game.
I've talked to a few. They mostly spout nonsense. I wouldn't expect too much.
Maybe you weren't asking the right questions.
Yeah, they are talking about the white neurons that seem to have their own senses of self, and they actually have... They seem to have a... what's the word? They seem to have their own volition, almost, of wanting to help the paintress, you know? Wanting to side with her, maybe.
Well, I'm certainly not as experienced
You know,
as
compared
you.
to the hostile neurons that we keep fighting. I guess I could make the same comparison for the machines in, you know, Nier Automata that keep fighting us and the ones that don't want to fight us, you know?
What about you,
But let's
my
not do that.
fellow night owl? Why can't you sleep?
Oh, you know, weight of the world, a tortured soul, things like that.
Weight of the world, you say that right after I bring up Nier Automata. You know, I think the game that I probably cried the most playing, or in a single occasion playing, was probably when I finished Nier Automata for the first time. Or heck, maybe even the second time. To see the D and E endings. Yeah.
Oh,
That
A
would be a
funny
game
night
that would
owl.
be very fun to play
come
with
on,
a
I just
webcam
shared
again
with you.
at some point. If I ever go back to that. I mean, more like when I go back to that, not, you know, not if. It's just so many other games, you know.
You did, didn't you? Feels nice sharing, huh?
Mm-hmm. Feels even nicer when people reciprocate.
Sleep is not very restful for me. I used to have horrible dreams, but somehow it was worse when they stopped. Now it's just this oppressive void.
His mind does not have enough things to... What's the word? He does not have enough things happening in his waking world where his mind, like, gets stimulated by that when he's sleeping.
Fascinating.
I mean, that's how dreams are born anyway.
So you experience discomfort while you sleep? Pain? Are you aware of time passing? I should observe you next time you sleep.
Well, that's not creepy.
Precisely. It's science.
Wow. What? What is he implying with this? So sure, knock yourself out. What?
So does this mean I can watch you sleep?
No, that'd be creepy.
Right.
Dune understands Chroma better than before. You know, I want to understand Chroma. Can he? Oh. Interesting. So are these unlocked by the character dialogue interactions. Seems to be a trendy thing. Interesting. Oh wait. No, I did get it on Loon. Actually, I can't see it here. They go like all the way here. Ah, not there. Tree of Life. Cleanses all status effects and heals all allies. Well, fuck me. Deals high earth damage, enemies one hit, removes all enemy shields. High single target physical damage, one hit. Deals high medium damage to all enemies. Wait, this applies mark in an AoE? Okay. This one is kinda wimpy, without some ability build, I guess, I don't know. Weapons element deals double damage if target is stuns, goes to almighty mass. Shadowbringer deals high single target dark damage to random enemies, 10 hits. Okay. Right, what if I talk to you
All
again?
these years and you've never...
They're kind of tough.
And do you think...
I didn't think you...
Lune and I...
I got this exact same dialogue last time when I left here. And I was not able to, you know, pickle their brains after.
Ready for the axons?
So, what is the difference now?
Of course you are.
Okay, so with Mile I can't spend more time right now.
I'm sorry, mon vieux.
I know.
I'm ready. Just say the word.
When the time is right.
I seriously still hate
After
this
we've
dialogue
settled this.
of not being able to, you know, autoplay the dialogue. I have to like click it to continue every time. It's so fucking obnoxious. I've gotten more used to it, but it literally makes the dialogue less meaningful and... I mean, it takes some of the focus out of immersing yourself to what the characters on the screen are saying, because you have to you have to like intrude, no, that's not the word. You have to intervene between the character's dialogue by pressing a button consciously on the controller.
Whiskey.
So it takes away from the immersion.
About.
That was mean.
And you have to also
I thought he cared.
you have to also pace the button presses, because
Renoir's not being
if you wait
Renoir.
too long, there's gonna be an awkward silence after every, you know, sentence like this. If I wait too long before I press the button, and if I wait too little amount of time, then, you know, it might cut off something that they say, you know, even.
He's not.
So like, you know.
I'm mad too.
Also that, they are almost implying that Renoir was the person that Verso and SQ, what the fuck am I saying? SQ, yeah, SQ.
Boy,
That Renoir and SQ, what the... Where was I going with this? Right. So SQ is implying that Verso, as well as SQ himself, expected a Renoir to be somehow different in the previous encounter we had with him. Yeah. I guess they are just simply implying that Renoir would have somehow sided with Verso in this madness by, you know, bringing Mile to their doorstep, which kind of doesn't make sense to me. They should be referring to Alicia, I guess, more. Because Alicia is the person that would have sided with them. But for some reason didn't. We obviously don't know the reason, but, you know, without knowing the character better, I'm gonna go ahead and say that my guess, without knowing anything more, is that Alicia did not want to side with us because she's afraid of her father. That would be a very, very easy guess, because there's a lot of real life comparisons to this from, you know, anyone's real life as well. Being in the same situation of having like an overprotective parent, kind of like...
swimsuit on.
Dude, what is with the shadows?